One of the toughest decisions in this life is finding true love or finding the right partner.
Yep.
It takes hard work. It takes prayer. It takes a lot. That's why today we have decided on bringing to you this episode of dating of the same faith.
Dating in the same faith or outside the faith, is it worth it?
Is it worth it?
So after so many heartbreaks, so many disappointments, we have had our fair share of dating experience, and we've decided to share that with you. We're also going to talk about the relationships that we have seen
Yep.
of people who have tried dating inside of our faith and outside of the faith.
Yep.
And what does it mean to date inside or outside the faith? All right?
Yeah.
Let's get in.
Forever after isn't a fairy tale.
So, how did faith influence your dating experiences?
From a young age, faith had everything to do with almost every decision that I made, and including dating and how I viewed dating. As someone who grew up in a family that went to church every Sabbath, that attended Pathfinders and youths, and faith had almost everything had a lot to do with how I made decisions of who I dated.
Yeah.
So it was a big part of the decision making. Yeah, how about for you? In your decision making, in your, like when a guy approached you, did your faith have anything to do with how you responded?
Yeah. I'd say church was the only social place I had besides school. So I had school and church. And from the previous episode, I mentioned that I did not date when I was in school. And after school, the circles I played with or associated with were church, the Pathfinders, the youths, of course, and in the community, but I did not go to what social places or stuff happens in the community, like the gigs and
Yep. The
and
after
and
parties,
the parties and all that.
yeah.
I did not attend that. So from my experiences, all who approached me were definitely from the same faith.
So like in your neighborhood, there weren't any
They
any
were
guys who tried.
they were those who
Oh.
tried, but yeah, now I can answer. There were guys who tried. I did not ask which church or what do you believe in. They were just so scruffy.
Where did you grow up?
They were scruffy. I
All
did
of
not.
them?
I did not. All of them. I did not even get a chance to ask
So not even
what faith. I just looked at the shoes. I'm like, nah. Before we get to the faith, the shoes will just tell me that no, this person is
shame.
not.
But that's very sad, baby.
For what?
So no, like in your community, like no one who was presentable, who had like
Well,
a job, a proper
no,
job,
not
or
really.
well put together approached you.
Where are you going with this?
No, I'm just asking you. You say you didn't even give them time of day.
No,
because
because
they were all scruffy. So that's why I'm saying like
it's not
where
like
did you-
they
where
were
did
my
you-
type.
Where did you grow? That's why I'm wondering like where did you
No,
grow
it's-
up? Where like
Yeah, I was in the ghetto, like ghetto.
we were both in the ghetto, babe, but
I did not see you. You did not come to me. You did not come to me.
that's such a shame though.
You did not come to me. It's not like I was scruffy too. That's why. It's not like I was scruffy too. I was just
Yeah.
clean. I don't know why they. I don't know where they got the nerves.
To approach you.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to dating in the same faith. So you have never, are you saying that you have never dated someone who was not of the same faith?
I did, but it was for a very short time.
Okay.
Yeah, when I started working at this company in town, it was for a very short time. And I don't even remember which church that guy went to. And we just went, we went sideways. We just,
Okay.
yeah, in peace.
What led to, because I know, because we grew up in the same church, right? In the same denomination.
Faith.
And I know that as young people, when we get to that age, like teenagers, late teens, we start hearing these things over and over again. And this verse always comes up, 2 Corinthians 6 verse 14. What does it say?
Do not be unequally yoked
Do not be
with unbelievers.
unequally yoked with unbelievers.
Yeah.
And this verse is literally hammered in our heads, like, do not be unequally yoked.
Yeah, that's true.
So when you made that decision, short as it may have been, what was going on in your mind? Was it?
Well, to be honest, I was not guilty or had any questions that I'm doing something wrong, because he was such a nice guy. And I would go to church. He wasn't questioning why I am doing this, because of course it's different faith. But to me, it didn't make any, I would say, make any difference, or I didn't feel any guilt.
Okay.
I didn't feel any guilt because the guy was good.
Okay.
Yeah, he was just nice. So I did not experience anything which would say I should have went with a church guy or a guy of the same faith.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you were to ask me the same question, well, first of all, I dated a couple of people, a couple of girls that were not. Nowadays, you can't just say a couple of people because it will
it
mean
includes
something
boys.
else. It will mean something else. So anyway, I have dated back in my time. I dated a couple of girls that were not of the same faith. They were Christian, but they were not SDA. And I felt very guilty. I felt like I was doing something wrong because of how we were raised.
Just to hold you there.
Yeah.
I think for you, it's worse because you literally go and approach a person whom you know. Well, for me, I'm approached. But for you, I think it's really worse. And why would you be guilty if you literally walk there?
I don't know how to respond to that, because
can
you're
go on.
just that is not fair. Wrong is wrong.
Okay.
Whether you approach or you are approached. But anyway, I felt so guilty. But at the same time, it felt like it was better out there than in the church at the time, because I had so many horrible experiences
In church.
dating girls from church. I had so many heartbreaks in the church. So for me, it didn't make sense. What we were told growing up, because at the end of the day, I still got my heart broken in the church. So it didn't make sense.
Didn't make
So
sense, yeah.
guilty as I felt, but I felt,
It's better to
yeah,
go all out.
yeah.
Okay. And why do you think faith matters in dating?
It does matter. It matters a lot, because now that I look at my life now and looking back, as exciting as it was dating outside of the faith, and as good as it felt because I was treated better outside, looking at my life now and how I wanted back then my life to turn out, I don't think my life would have turned out the way it did had I married someone who's not of the same faith. So from experience, I think I would have made the most horrible decision of my life by marrying someone who's not of the same faith.
Yeah, but you don't know that, because we do have examples, and we have seen people who get married to people of a different faith, but they end up all going to church or all going out.
Yeah.
And only God knows the chances.
Yeah. That's very true.
So
That is very true.
we really don't know, but from our experiences and what we have seen, it's a bit chaotic. The relationship or marriage may last for a very long time. It may go as smooth as well, but we have seen some not lasting.
Yeah. Thing is, whether it's in the church or outside, we have seen, like in the recent years, marriages breaking apart in the church and outside of the church.
Yeah, that's true.
But what I'll say, going back, taking us back to when I was dating, when you are dating outside of the faith, there are no boundaries. There are no, safeguards that protect you from falling into sin.
True. Yeah.
Right? Anything goes, because there isn't that safeguard. And looking back, I realized that dating someone who doesn't believe the same as I do, they may be Christian, but without those guardrails, you are at risk of falling into sin and never coming back, if you know what I mean. Like, for example, I know that people do indulge in intercourse before marriage, and that is it's very common within the church, but it's more so common outside of the church. Within the church, at least there is this guilt that hits you when you do it, and you can refrain because you both are of the same faith and you both know the truth. But when it's outside, there's no guilt.
There's no guilt.
There's no guilt whatsoever. So I think that's a risk that our young people should not take, because you never know where this person is coming from or where this person is going. So that's a risk that I don't think we should be taking.
Yeah, but do you know that there is a difference between the same faith and the same beliefs?
Yeah, but
I
you can
think
explain.
I think the difference is the same faith can be the same. We all believe in God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
Yeah,
And
like
then there are
Christianity.
I would say I would put that as faith, being Christians. And then the beliefs, we do have different beliefs.
Yeah.
As Adventists, they have the fundamental beliefs, I believe that this.
Yeah.
And the Catholics,
They have their, from their catechism.
we can't say they are Christians, but we can as well. They're Catholics, but they do have their own beliefs. We do have the Methodists. We do have like...
So, different beliefs,
Do you think, going back to the first question, or not to the first question, but the same faith and the same beliefs, do you think it's okay of the same faith, dating the same faith, not the same beliefs?
So you mean like we're all Christian?
We're all
both
Christians. We're all Christians. Does it affect anything?
I've
in
never
relationships or marriages.
I've never dated anyone who wasn't Christian. So everyone I guess I kept saying the same faith, but I guess what I mean is the same beliefs. I think I still go back to what I was saying.
Yeah.
What I was saying, about the same beliefs as well. I have seen in my own family, many people married outside of our beliefs. And there has always been struggle with extended family when it comes to which church the kids go to, or
it goes on to weddings, funerals, parties.
It affects a lot of things. So it's not just about the excitement of dating. We the way I look at it now, like I said, when I look back now, I see that could have impacted me, right? And when I said that, you came in and you said, but we have seen people who have dated and who've got married and they have blah blah blah, and the point that I wanted to make after that was, from my own experience within my family, I've seen a lot of squabbles coming in marriages, and the root cause was the beliefs or the faith, right? Not only for you as a couple, but you are affected by the extended family as well. Because from our African or from our Zimbabwean context, you don't just marry for the sake of the two of you. The whole family is, to a great extent, involved in your marriage. So I've seen people struggling with, especially ladies, with being told that no, now that you're married, you can't be a Seventh-day Adventist anymore. Now you have to be part of this church because your husband is part of this church. So now you have to sacrifice what you know to be the truth. You have to sacrifice what you believe in for the sake of peace, for the sake of, So,
Okay. How does faith affect communication? The same faith or the same beliefs? How does it strengthen, in other words, communication?
I mean, we believe in the same thing.
Yeah.
So it's easier for us to communicate. It's easier for us to, there is a lot for us to talk about or to
relate.
There is a lot that is relatable to both of us.
Yeah.
So I think it makes communication easy.
It does.
It makes communication easy. And like in our church, we have youth ministries, we have children's ministries, we have family ministries. So we are learning from the same source.
Yeah.
Both of us. Right? We're learning from the same source. Like family ministries, we are taught how to treat our wives. We are wives, you are taught how to submit.
It's another topic.
It's another topic for another day.
For
But
another
yeah,
day.
how to respect your husband,
Yeah.
how to and all those things, because we're learning from the same source. We we have a lot in
True.
common,
Yeah.
and we believe in the same thing. You know what I mean? If I believe that I'm supposed to love for you, and if the Bible is, or if we are learning in the family ministries or with the men's ministries that as a man you're supposed to love your wife as Christ loved the church.
Yeah.
You're supposed to sacrifice your all and to be selfless as Christ was. And you are learning how to respect your husband and how not to belittle your husband, and if we put those two together, we have, it might not be a perfect home, but we have a lot in common, that puts our beliefs at the center of our relationship. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true in terms of communication.
Yeah.
Also, actually, it's kind of a question from a men's perspective. Do you think if two people are dating, right? Of course, two people of different faith, their communication will still be the same after marriage? Are there going to be any problems after marriage? Like before marriage, they are communicating well. The guy is very understanding that my girlfriend wants to go to church, my girlfriend wants to do this. And after marriage, how are the chances of that same, can I say what?
Way of communication?
Yes, same way of communication. Will it still be the same after marriage? Yeah. From a man's perspective, will you still allow that? Will you still allow that to happen?
So there are a couple of marriages that I that come to mind. Some family, some people we've seen at church, some are some people that we see in our communities. So I've seen a marriage up close. They loved each other, they got married. The husband is Catholic, the wife is Seventh-day Adventist. And then after they got married, the family started getting involved, like I said before.
Or the extended family.
Like the parents of the husband. And the husband, because he is the husband, he is the head of the house, whether he is Seventh-day Adventist or not, whether he's the he is still the head of the home.
Yeah.
And he says, my family is Catholic, so we are going to go Catholic.
So
she
everything changed after marriage.
Yes. So she was forced to become Catholic, right? And she left the church, became Catholic. But after some time, she couldn't stay Catholic because the beliefs are so different.
100%.
We believe in totally different. Yes, we believe in Christ, both of us, that Christ died for us for the remission of our sins, but we believe in totally different things, and the biggest issue, it comes with the observance of the Sabbath, right?
Yeah, that's one of the biggest.
That's one of the biggest issues. The second biggest issues is food. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, the Bible tells me that it is a sin, or it is wrong to eat pork, to eat like rabbit, to eat all these things. And my husband wants to eat his pork. He wants his bacon. He wants all of these things.
Yeah.
And you are supposed to cook it, but you know that this is wrong according to the word.
I cannot eat it. I cannot touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
according to is it Leviticus, I'm not supposed to be eating this. So I have seen that up close, and such things they rock the marriage. And when it comes to extended family, that's another issue as well that makes it 100 times worse. So I have seen up close how things can change and how people change when they get into marriage. And and that's why we are taught, look, let the Catholic marry a Catholic, let the a Sabbath keeper, impostori marry impostori, a Sabbath keeper marry a Sabbath keeper. We're not saying that the Catholics must never get married. They must marry themselves. They must marry each other.
Yeah, I do have a question as well. Well, it's not like all the questions are directed
But I hadn't finished answering that question that you raised.
Which one?
I've also seen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've also seen people who got married, different faiths, and they love each other so much.
So much.
And they get along so well. This one goes to his Sunday church. This one goes to her Sabbath church, and this one goes to his Sunday church.
And they meet.
And they meet, they do things together, and they
and the kids are so spiritually strong because on Sabbath they are here, on Sunday they are there.
Poor children go to church the whole weekend. But anyway, we have seen so many examples of that
beautiful
as well.
marriages,
beautiful marriages that we actually are close to, that we see and we actually adore, to say, wow, these people,
they love each other.
Go to the church, different churches, but they absolutely love and adore each other. So I just wanted to point that out.
Hard. But what do you say to dating experiences of the same faith, but
in the same church? You mean?
In the same church, but it's not smooth. Like, you have tried dating this guy in the same church. This guy cheats 100%. Dated this guy in the same church. This guy is so jealous, or like
everything is wrong.
Everything is wrong, but it's the same church. Do you think it's better to go out and find peace, as you have done before?
No. And
so should suffer.
It's sad. It's sad that in the recent years, as Seventh-day Adventists, we, like the guys, we have been known for the wrong reasons. We've been famous for the wrong reasons.
2 reasons. Should I say the 2 reasons?
Yep. 1.
Very clean and smart, good looking.
In terms of suits.
Smelling good.
Yeah.
The second one, cheating. Wow.
It's
How can you be known for that?
Yeah, it's very sad, but at the same time, I don't think that's a reason to
go out.
To go out. And I think the good outweighs the bad. And it's not all of us that are cheating. It's some.
Yeah.
It is some.
So, do you think because they don't drink, so they have one job?
No, we have so many wonderful Adventist men. So many wonderful Adventist men, and the few bad apples. Man, it's, what would you prefer? To wake up and mopping vomit when your husband comes back home drunk out of his mind every weekend, or someone who believes in Christ? And
bro, I'll die single.
Or
nothing is better.
Or a clean Adventist guy or a clean Christian guy. Let me not. I'm sorry. I keep mentioning the Adventist church because that's our church. But a Christian man So I don't think, to come back to your question, I don't think it's worth going out of the church for.
So how can the singles avoid spiritual compromise? How can they avoid it? Say, I'm compromising my faith. I better go out there.
In the last episode, in episode 1, we spoke about what we need to do when we have started thinking about getting married. And I said, one of the things that I said is we need to pray. And I'm going to say this again.
Yeah.
That if you have been praying 3 times in your life, like that's your routine, or that's how you live your life, you need to be praying 6 times when you start thinking about marriage. Why do I say that? It is said that the person that you end up with, or the person that you get married to, that you spend the rest of your life with, has a lot to do with whether you are saved or you're lost. Meaning, you, as my wife, you have a lot to do with whether I end up being lost or being saved. So that's how serious marriage is.
Yeah.
So we need to, it's something that we need to think about seriously, and it's something that we need to take into consideration seriously. And it's something that we need to pray about very, very, very seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I know that you don't have that much experience dating outside of the church. So you dated within the church. So maybe to help our youths, what red flags can you, because we're not saying, by all means, I'm not saying that dating within the same faith or the same beliefs or the same church, for that matter, is perfect. I'm not saying that.
It's not.
I'm not saying that. We have had, I think, most of the horrible experiences that I have happened within the church.
True.
Yeah. So for you, what red flags can young people look for when it comes to dating? Now you're dating within the same faith.
Excuse me.
In the same beliefs. What red flags can they look out for?
Red flags. I'd say in the church there are abusive partners.
Okay.
And even the hitting itself, like is it like violence? Some guys may be very violent. A slap on the cheek, you don't say it's something small and I can live with it. Maybe he will change. No, he will not change. He will change by the grace of God, but he'll be gone by then. And
But how do you see? I don't think someone can be that violent when you are dating, because
people are getting beaten.
Is it?
Yeah, people are getting beaten.
Do you know of any example?
No, I'm not giving examples. Yeah, but it's actually real. People are getting beaten. People are being abused. Yeah, even sexually abused
within the church.
Getting cheated, and you just leave, just go, because this person has not paid any penny to your family. Yeah, I'd say those are a few. Do you have any red flags in ladies or in men?
I think the examples that you gave are, well, I don't know of, I know of people who pretended and then after marriage, then their true colors
Came out.
came out.
Yeah.
But some of the red flags would be someone who doesn't respect their own families, someone who doesn't take care of their own families. So if you see a guy spending on you, but his mother is walking around with torn clothes or
Yeah.
torn shoes, then you know that's a huge
Red flag.
red flag. Yeah. So that's one that comes to mind, that if he cannot take care of his own family,
Yeah.
if he doesn't value his own mother, if he doesn't respect his sisters, there's no way he's going to respect you.
Yeah.
So those are some of the red flags that I can think of. And then for guys, if a girl is self-centered when you're dating, if even within the church, I've dated girls that were so full of themselves that you'd think that they don't poop. They like people who think the world of themselves.
They're it.
Yeah, they're everything. If you date a girl even within the church that believes crazy things like you owe them something, or it feels like you have to pay them to date them, then you know you're with the wrong person, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've also seen that, like people who demand that,
Demand a lot.
yeah, who demand a lot, like, so who do you think is going to get my nails done, or so who do you think is going to do this for me, or I
Yeah.
need money for this, I need money for that.
That's being too entitled.
Yeah. So if you see you're dating someone like that, my brother, it's time to run. That's
It's time to go.
a
Yeah.
huge red flag. Those are the kinds of women that will that you will come back home and you find someone in your bed. So that's a huge red flag as well.
Yeah.
I think when you're dating, me buying you gifts and me spoiling you should be because I want to, not because I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
So those are some red flags that I can give for guys and for girls. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd like to add on that that when you are dating,
Yeah.
don't feel like the person is your wife already.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you still need to respect that girl or that guy, because you are still learning each other.
Yeah.
You don't own that person. And don't expect to be told everything because you're dating. You will know everything when you get married. You don't need to know everything now. You are getting to know each other. You can't know how much I get paid. It's none of your business. Well, you can know that I'm richer, but I can't be telling you that I have done this and this on my money. This is going to girls as well. That your boyfriend is your boyfriend. You don't need to know every single thing, but to know each other. That's what's more important.
But
Excuse me.
but in that case, baby, so how do I know that I'm going to be safe with this person?
That's a good
how
question.
do I know that I'm not going to be bankrupt?
That's a very good question.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
That's why I said you don't have the right to know every single detail. You can know that my boyfriend is a banker. I know that I was lied to before by this guy.
About what?
By this guy who was like a change money.
What do you mean change money?
he used to change money in should be
All those guys in Harare, like change money, like
yeah,
my change
he
money.
told me that he works in this office so he could dress up and all that, but he'll be having like these beer checks changing money.
You
But
dated a
anyways,
Gweja. Who's
Yeah.
Magweja? Or Magweja
Different reason.
Makoro goes. Oh, really?
but you don't need to know every single detail.
But
I feel-
But look now what happened to you.
It's fine. That's why I'm not with that guy now.
Yeah, but you could have married him
No.
had he succeeded.
God led me to that street to find him changing money.
Yeah. No, on this one, I'm sorry, I'll have to disagree. On this one,
No,
I
you
think
don't
I
need
have
to know.
disagree.
Sweetheart, when we were dating, did you know how much I was getting paid?
No,
You
but
knew that I'm
but I
around
knew-
this much money, and you knew that
Well, I didn't know every detail.
Yeah,
of
that's
what
what
was
I'm
in your
saying.
bank account
That's what I'm
or-
saying. I knew
but-
I was safe when I started dating you. I knew I was going to be safe.
Yeah,
I'm just saying in terms of the detail.
yeah.
Don't be that girl who wants to know exactly how much your guy is getting and all
Okay.
that.
All
Don't be
right.
that girl. You can know that after you get married.
Yeah, now now that you have put it that way,
In an
it-
example.
it makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think it's okay to want to know that I'm going to be safe.
It's
Where
okay.
is our life headed? You know what I mean?
Another red flag. It's good to know that your boyfriend has a future or plans to be safe as a girl. Of course, that person may not be working at that moment, but you can really see the potential that this person is really trying to make it work. And I think you will feel safe as a girl, but you need to run if that person is so reluctant. You are the girl, you are working. Of course, you have this privilege, right? But even if you are not working, you need to see that we're not going anywhere. We are definitely going to suffer after marriage.
Yeah. So these are some of the things
Yeah.
that you face in the church, right? Of guys who take advantage of what we have been told, right? That you only date within the church, and they just go around doing whatever, knowing that I have a pool of girls that I can date, and they don't take life seriously. We have seen this, and yeah, it's important that we don't just teach. We are not just taught that date in the same faith or date in the same church, and not told what to look out for, even
in the church.
even
Yeah.
within the church. Yeah.
I agree.
I think it's very important to highlight that when we are teaching, the youths
Yeah.
about life and about dating. Yeah.
Yeah. I think there are so many good things with dating of the same faith or even after you get married. An example can be we can go for a camp, a church camp. You're going together, you're having fun together. You can plan so many things together with the same date, same beliefs, same everything. And it's so fun.
Yeah.
It's so fun doing things together. Yeah.
And you have a lot in common, like I keep saying. Another thing is I think we need to start
To wrap up.
winding,
Yeah.
to wrap up. Another aspect of life that is important to take into consideration is the children.
Yeah, I wanted to say that literally. Yeah.
Great minds. So anyway, we also need to think about that as well. For some, I know that we have a few viewers that are still teenagers, but we need to be thinking about that, even though it's still far away in our lives. We need to think about that as well. So when we
That's
have
true.
children, how are we going to raise them? Because we need to, impart our beliefs, our faith onto, to pass it on
Onto our
to
children.
our children. So what do we pass on? And when you have that, squabble in the home, then it doesn't become a very conducive environment to raise children. So being of the same faith helps with that, because there's nothing worse than you are raising children and I am saying this and you are saying that, and the children get confused. You know, I look at our lives. Our lives is not perfect. We are not perfect. Our family or our marriage is not perfect. But when I see, for example, like about an hour ago or about 2 hours ago, we've just had our devotion before we started prepping for this podcast. And what did we do? We said everyone is going to say their favorite hymn again, and we're going to sing. So we had a wonderful worship service, singing, our favorite hymns. You can't have that. I don't think you can have that if you don't believe in the same thing. You know, it becomes difficult. And I see our girls, they love it. They love these interactions that we have when we talk about our faith, or when we sing, or when we do all these things, because we're in unison. We have one goal. We are learning from the same source. So I think that's one aspect that we need to highlight as well.
Yeah, I'd like to add on children and parents of the same faith. So this message is for the parents of the same faith, that whatever you do in the home, may it be a good example to your children, because you may say we are married of the same beliefs, and the children are seeing otherwise to these parents, which will give the children an idea that it's better when I grow up, I don't marry of the same faith because of what the parents are doing of the same faith. So I think it's very important that for those parents of the same faith, we still live what we preach, so that our children can still follow suit. Have you ever seen like clans or big families of one faith? Because maybe they have seen that these people are of the same faith, these people are of the same faith. There are surnames in our church which are big, are so big. I can give one surname example, Chinowaita.
Yeah.
They are so big. They are cousins. They are this, they are this, they are this, of the same faith, because they have seen that, oh wow, it's beautiful. Oh wow, it's beautiful. It was not broken.
Yeah.
So it's very
because
important for our children.
the family set good examples. That's very true. That's very true. Don't be the guy that causes your children not to want to marry in the same faith.
True.
We have heard of stories of elders that, smile and give announcements and preach at church. And then when they
are home, it's
when
otherwise.
they are home, he's just there, his newspaper, and everyone is scared, and the wife is terrified of this man. We have heard stories, these horror stories about this, and that's not good. That's not what a Christian home is supposed to look like. So our families our families should be little Edens, should be little heavens, should be places of peace, places of
happiness,
of joy, of happiness, of love, of laughter. And kids need to want to emulate what
their parents
have. And by doing so, we are perpetuating
a good generation,
good culture, good generation, and they will see reasons why what we are saying, or why the Bible says do not be unequally yoked. They will see that it makes sense. So the home, like for sure, that was a brilliant point. For sure, a good example is what's needed, starting from the home.
Amen. That's true. Right.
So I think we're going to end it here for today. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, please like, comment, subscribe, and
Click the notification button
so that you don't miss the next video. Let us know what you want us to talk about next. And maybe you can let us know where you're watching us from.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining. From me, Andrew.
And Prudence.
See you in the next one.
Bye.
Forever after isn't a fairy tale.
It's real conversations. Love that takes work. Choosing us.